Welcome to Kids Time. My name is Miss Kristin and I'm a children's librarian with the San Antonio Public Library. This summer, the San Antonio Public Library is inviting you to explore mythical creatures, fantastic possibilities, and your limitless imagination. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite mythical creatures, and I bet you can guess what it is. It's a creature that can swim under the ocean, make friends with fish, and explore the seas. That's right, it's a mermaid. There are lots of really cool things about mermaids, and I wonder if you know about mermaids. What makes a mermaid a mermaid? Do you know of any mermaids in movies, TV shows, or books? That's awesome! Now let's spend a few minutes imagining what it would be like to be a mermaid. What would it be like to have a mermaid tail instead of legs? Where would you swim if you could swim across the ocean? I think it would be magical to be a mermaid. I would love to swim to Australia and explore the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is so cool. It's filled with all kinds of different colored and sized fish, dolphins, birds, all kinds of living animals, and it's over 1,200 miles in size. So I think it would be really fun. The other reason I would like to be a mermaid is because over 70% of the ocean, the earth is covered in ocean, yet according to National Geographic, scientists say we've only studied about 5% of the ocean. So I think it's really awesome to get the chance to explore things that people have never seen before. And maybe I could discover the lost city of Atlantis. And although Atlantis and mermaids may not be real, since we've only explored about 5% of the ocean, who's to say they're not? So now that we've talked a little bit about mermaids, I want to talk about some books that I would recommend. I have one book called The Part-Time Mermaid by Deborah Underwood. In this book, a little girl goes throughout her normal human day, but at night she turns into a mermaid. And she goes on an adventure where she has to rescue a merboy and his turtle. My next book is Julian is a Mermaid by Jessica Love. In this book, a little boy wants to dress up as a mermaid, but he's worried about what his abuela will think. Both of these books are available for checkout. This one you can put on hold as a physical copy, and this one is available on Libby as a digital copy and as a physical copy. All right, we have some great crafts that you can make all about mermaids. Our first craft, you'll need a paper plate, just like this, and we're gonna make a paper plate seashell. So the first step is to draw curved lines onto your paper plate and then cut it out. So I'm gonna do one side. You can see. And if you want your plate seashell to be symmetrical, you can fold it gently in half, don't crease it, and trace that line onto the other side of your paper and cut that out as well. Symmetrical just means that it's the same on both sides. So once you roughly cut, your seashell, then you can decorate it. I'll show you what I did. So I used a little piece of a sponge and some watercolors like this. I just dabbed the sponge in the watercolors and painted all different colors on my plate, but you don't have to use watercolors if you don't want. You can use crayons, markers, you can use little scraps of paper, maybe little scraps of junk mail. You could even go outside and try to find little stones or little pieces of moss, and you can decorate your plate that way. So however you want to do it is perfectly fine. On mine, I drew some lines in paint, but the other thing you can do is you can put some little hole punches on each side and string some yarn through. And I think that would look really cool. The other craft that I made is Mermaid Slime. It looks like this. It's very fun to play with. And it's also pretty easy to make. All you'll need is 6 ounces of glue. I have clear glue, but white glue will work as well. You'll need to mix that with a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And then mix that up nicely. Then you're gonna add your food coloring in whatever color you like. I used a little turquoise and a little bit of blue, but you do wanna be careful to add just a drop at a time and then stir it to make sure it doesn't get too dark. You can always add more color, but you can't take the color away. And then once you have the color you like, you can add some glitter, as I did. It's not necessary, but it just adds a little bit more sparkle to your slime. Once you have all the glitter that you want in it, then you add 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of contact solution, and that's going to be your activator, which will make the chemical reaction happen in your slime. You do want to be careful with your contact solution because it does have to have sodium borate and boric acid in it in order for the reaction to happen. So just check the ingredients and make sure those 2 ingredients are in the contact solution. Then once you have all your ingredients, you mix it together. Once it starts to clump together, then you can take it out and start kneading it and playing with it. And as you knead and mix it, it'll get formed together more, and then you can stretch it, do all kinds of fun things with it. The other activity I thought you might enjoy is to have a mermaid race. This is really simple. You just hold your legs together and hop across either the floor or the grass outside. And if you keep practicing, maybe you can race your siblings or your parents, maybe even your friends. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing all the different things you can do related to mermaids. I hope you have a great summer. And if you want more information about the services that the San Antonio Public Library provides, please visit our website at mysapl.org or call us at 210-207-2500.